Welcome to another edition of Devon's Table. We're in the garden now.
We are here at Green Door Gourmet. Woohoo!
I love all the flowers and flowers. Hey, we have a CSA package that they can get here, right?
Yes, you can get a weekly CSA on any week that you want to. Just sign up for our newsletter and you'll learn all about our flexible local box.
Hi, I'm Brenda Fielder. At MidSouth Exteriors, our custom sunrooms bring the sunshine in without all the heat and the bugs. And they keep you warm all winter while you enjoy the outdoors all year round. They add real value because we build them like your house to match your house. Or let us save you energy by replacing your windows and old siding. And because we have no retail overhead, we come to you and sell direct to you for less. Call us at 833-8003 or visit us at MidSouthExteriors.com.
All right, Sylvia, we are here in the okra patch, and if you look around you, the gardens here at Green Door Gourmet, this is just a touch of them. This is just a touch of them.
Yeah, this is kind of our flower garden area, and because okra is such a beautiful plant, when it flowers, it's the bridge plant between hibiscus and cotton. So it looks like hibiscus, and a lot of people come out here, oh, you're growing hibiscus. No, we're growing okra because it's all about the food here at Green Door Gourmet.
Well, let's take a look. What kind of okra is this?
So this is an interesting okra. I call it Miss Molly. I was first introduced to this particular variety, which has very large pods that have pronounced ribs on them. When a customer brought some in and said, this isn't your regular okra. It's going to be bigger, but you're still going to be able to eat it. Because most of the time you want them little tiny so they're not woody and stemmy. This is a whole different ball of wax. This okra probably originated in West Africa originally, and definitely is a game changer when you're doing fried okra and a lot of other good fun things.
Let's get a look at what it looks like in deep.
And do not try this at home without wearing gloves and usually a shirt. Most of the time I have a long sleeve shirt with me, but I didn't have one in the car today because I decided to do laundry. Not often. So I'm without the shirt. So I'm going to be real careful in how I'm handling the plant because it can be very itchy. And so you see that we've got this okra down here. See those big pods way down in there? That's what I'm going for. So I'm not going to pick them when they're little bitty small. I'm going to wait for them to get bigger because that's bang for my buck. As a farmer, we sell things by the pound, so anything I can get to size up and still have the flavor and the beauty all together, I'm going to want to go for the poundage. So when we go to pick the okra, what I will do, since I don't have my shirt on, look here, I'm going in like this. I'm going to come down, and these, you got to be able to clip them off with the thing. You cannot just pull these off by themselves unless you get them when they're small, like this guy right here. He's a little bit smaller, but I'll go ahead and take him since I'm in it to win it. And you can take them when they're that size too. And that's okra. And you're going to go through and you're going to look at every single plant. You're going to talk to the plants. Sometimes the plants, they aggravate me a little bit, I'll tell you. They try to hide the okra that's underneath. It's not nice to fool Mother Nature. Don't try to hide from me, because what I'll do is I'll come along and that leaf that was giving me a lot of trouble, it's going bye-bye. By doing that, it also helps tell the plant to make more okra and not more leaf. So it's not a bad thing. It allows more sunlight in. See, that guy's going to mature right now that's in there. You got a little piece of grass that's hiding there. So this is going to make another stalk and another stem, and I'm going to be good to go with more okra coming up any day now.
Did you know that up to 80% of us will experience back or neck pain during our lifetime? Many of you are offered surgery or addictive pain pills to relieve your chronic pain. At the Dr. Gill's Center for Back, Neck, Chronic Pain Relief, we have been leading the way to better health, naturally, and have helped tens of thousands of people right here in Middle Tennessee for the past 30 years.
I came to Dr. Gill about 10 years ago after my local doctors recommended surgery. I knew about Dr. Gill and wanted to see if he could help me. 10 years later, I am pain-free, no surgery, and no pain pills.
Surgery is scary, and over 40% of all back surgeries fail, creating a cycle of surgery and pills. There is a safer solution to your chronic pain. Make the call to the Dr. Gill Center for Back, Neck, Chronic Pain Relief today and get your life back. This office visit is normally $299, but call today and receive your initial consultation, report of finding for just $49. But hurry, this offer won't last long. Call 615-768-8743. That's 615-768-8743.
Open up your refrigerator door. You wake up in the morning looking at beautiful herbs right inside your refrigerator. Make your day.
So this is how you store them in the refrigerator and keeps them nice and fresh. Instead of keep them in the plastic bag that you might get at the grocery store or something like that, just put them in a container. I tell you what else likes this. Asparagus likes to be kept that way too.
Oh, asparagus loves water and coolness.
Your favorite place? What is it?
Yes, we made it back. All in one piece. And let's see, what did Mom end up with? Okay, she got her pepper plants. If you remember, we were supposed to get some more banana pepper plants instead of jalapenos because I don't like jalapenos. I mean, I like jalapenos, but I don't need jalapenos. I like banana peppers. I like them when I make beans. I like them when I have fried fish. You know, I just like banana peppers. It's a tradition in the family. This year, somebody put the wrong labels, and therefore, I got jalapenos when I wanted banana peppers. I tend to digress. So therefore, we went there for that, and we went there to maybe get some fertilize for the tomatoes. And that's it. I think that's it. And then there was something else. I can't remember, but you know, we always get a few other things. We always do. Maybe some seeds, something like that. But never did I imagine she was going to get yet more tomato plants. But these were hot weather plants. Meanwhile, we've got very beautiful tomato plants, which I will show you at some point. They're just not producing tomatoes. And he said, well, they probably won't produce because they're not hot. So I understand it, but I thought maybe she'll get 3 more plants because we have 3 pots. But no, she got 6 tomato plants, I believe, 2 of each kind. And that means we're going to have to find 3 more pots. And I think I know what she's going to do. We've got 2 existing pots that have nothing in them right now except soil, which will replace that soil. And then we will have 1 other pot. And I think she's going to try to either do little pots first and then, I don't know. I'm constantly, every day is a new lesson. My mother was a school teacher. I'm always learning from her, but it's like enough. It's 100 degrees right now. 100 degrees. 100 freaking degrees with humidity. So even in the morning when it's cool, it's like the windows are fogged. But that's Louisiana. Look, I'm used to it. I just don't want to be working too hard. Anyway, we'll try to keep you posted, probably with photos. But Devon, all of y'all, just pray for me. Pray for me with my ventures with Mama Pat in Pat's garden. It's real. It is real. And I love her. I love my mama. I always try to be the good daughter. Have a moment where I lose a little patience, but you know what? I try to say, grateful. Just grateful. Bye, y'all. Love you. Love you, Devon. See you soon in Nashville. Those are the tomato plants that don't, well, they've got a couple of tomatoes on them. See that tomato there? See that one right there? Yep. There's one. Let me find another one to see. And then there's blooms on the top, as you can see. They're still there. But those are my tomato plants that I picked. Okay. There they are. I'll show you Mom soon, but I'll have to wait until the monsoon is over. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm super grateful for the rain. Can you see that you can't really see my eyes? That's because my glasses that I mow in, it's to shield me from all the various flying varmints we have here, so I don't get stung in the eye. Not that I'm worried about getting stung in the eye, it's just that anything that will keep me from doing the process. You see, do you hear the thunder? Yep.
You can't see the sights without the sounds. From the crack of the bat to the roar of the crowd and everything in between, discover what Hit City has to offer. Spend your nights cheering on the Nashville Sounds at First Horizon Park with giveaways, fireworks shows, theme weekends, and more. Single game tickets are on sale now. Visit NashvilleSounds.com to claim your seat today.
Let's go.
In the U.S. now, there are very few black farmers. In the olden days, people farmed because that was their only way of survival.
The ability to help have educational programming that speaks to the African American community as a minority, especially when it comes to agriculture. The grant is going to help us build a greenhouse. It will help us work with other not-for-profits here in town and the educational programs they already have in place.
Well, our actual vision for the gardens is to actually target certain populations that may be facing different aspects of food insecurity, targeting that young generation that may not be exposed to farming because of how it's changed over time.
The goal here is to raise awareness for the fact that our minority farms are shrinking in our county. Then we want to be able to collect heritage from those minority farms.
There are heirloom seeds within the generational farmers within the black community, and we hope to plant those seeds within our greenhouses.
I have 3 types of seeds. I have some corn that from year to year, I try to keep an ear or 2 ears. I have some speckled butter beans, lima beans that I have here that I plant occasionally, and I always harvest some to keep. This 3rd seed is a potato vine, and it would be well over 200 years old. That vine came from my grandmother's porch, but it was the size of your fingernail.
So we want the next generation to know where that seed comes from, who grew it, and how it can actually benefit them in the long term.
Somehow we've got to be able to get that information to young kids so that we can promote more prospective farmers in the African American communities. Because once you promote those farmers, you also promote health, wealth.
That grant will help us because it's going to be able to where we could educate some of our young people and let them know about farming.
I just wish more families and more children could see that you can start from nothing, and if you set your mind right, have goals and objectives and work hard, you can do it.
We are so thankful for the Komodo grant and for everything that Komodo is doing.
Thank you, Komodo.
Vote for us. Dawn, you are here at this beautiful community garden in Pegram, Tennessee, and what I love is you're the beekeeper, and with great pride you talked about the little fuzzy bees that help us pollinate.
Yeah, I'm learning about vegetable gardening, but my husband is really the vegetable gardener. He's an expert in that, and he said that he really wanted to have some pollinators around. Well, the story is a hive or a colony moved into my house up the street here 4 years ago, and I was like, okay, the bees are calling me. So we got the swarm removal, guys to come out, and they got them out, and then I went to bee school and I've learned how to keep bees. So
look at
I've
this.
got 2 hives. This one is the South Hall hive, and they're they're the babies. I got them this May. And then this one over here is the big one, and that was a swarm that a friend of mine, Ed Counts, caught and gave to me. And they're just kicking it over there. And ever since we've had the bees here, the pollination, the plants have just like boomed. You could really tell the difference when we had the pollinators around.
It's unbelievable. Anybody that eats needs to know about bees.
Oh my gosh.
Anybody that wants a garden, and people go, I never have fruit on my trees. I never have got. If you don't have pollinators,
you need to get a beehive. Yeah, you need to get a bee colony in your yard, and they need homes, and they're in danger. So we need to help them out. So,
how do people get started? Where would you, if someone, you went to bee school? Now, what did you do?
Yeah, I would go to the Facebook Nashville Area Beekeepers page and go to one of the meetings, and there are members there that are very seasoned and that have bee farms all around this city. Or in your own city, and they do classes. They did classes at Green Door Gourmet the year I took them, but they do them downtown, and it's a week-long class, and you learn a lot. And it's a long learning curve. I'll tell you that. I'm only in my 4th year, and I'm still a newbie. Yeah.
A newbie.
Yeah, a newbie. Right.
Dispel the rumors that bees are just ready to sting you.
Oh my gosh, we could stand here all day and they wouldn't sting you. Only if they're stressed or in feeling threatened do they send out the guard bees. And it's not all of them that'll sting you. It's only the guard bees that'll come after you. It's only a few of them. So if they start coming around you, just walk away, and they'll walk away. And so they're really quite tame to be around. I can open them up, and as long as they're happy, they're just going to look at me, and it won't hurt me.
Do you pull honey from these hives?
Yeah, I will this winter. This hive here is getting too big for his britches, so yeah, I'm going to get some honey off of there this winter. I don't have enough to really, sell, but enough to keep us in honey around here anyway. Chris went up and talked to Mary and Billy, and he had seen this. We'd lived here a long time, and he had seen this lay idle all that time.
And it's the only spot on the hill with this much sunlight.
And flat. And so he just asked him, would you like to have a garden here? And Mary and Billy were just beside themselves with joy, because they love to garden, but they're kind of getting on in years and didn't want to do all that by themselves. So Chris started it, and Chris and Wood were working together. Wood would haul all the stuff up here and help him build the wood structures, and Chris would do all of the planting. And
Chris certainly was a good guide, because what does he do normally every day?
He's an earth science teacher, and he has a garden at MBA. He teaches gardening to the students at MBA.
Pee Wee, you are from Nashville, a Nashville native.
Correct.
And so what are we looking at right here?
This is horseradish.
I've never seen horseradish in leaf form. What part of how do you?
Well, it's going to be a root, like a carrot, if you will. And the leaves are also taste very much like arugula.
Really? So you can put them in a salad? How cool is that? Yum.
Yeah.
That's nice. The tomatoes are just taking on a life of their own.
And I'm gonna have to be honest with you and tell you I don't know what these are.
Yeah. What do you do here at the community garden?
Everything.
Like I came up here and you were pulling weeds. You were pulling back on the basil over there. You were cutting the tops out. So yeah, deflowering.
Yeah, you can weed every day for an hour. There's always something to transplant. There's always something new to plant, because, for example, planted pole beans here because that end of the potato bed was empty, and pole beans will give that back nitrogen and rid it of bugs and bacteria and crap. So there's always something to restart. Thinned out all this squash and zucchini. And I hate to kill a plant. It bothers me, so the ones that I pulled out of between all those plants, I replanted over there, and they may make it, they may not, but at least I give them a shot,
That's amazing. Now, how long have you been working with this community garden?
About 4 years.
When you started, you just kind of showed up one day and just started to work?
Yeah. I actually moved. I've lived over here since '76, and just moved back and hanging out with my dad. And I've known Wood for years and years and years. And so he said something about the garden, and I know nothing. I mean, nothing, and so everything I've learned from Chris and Wood and them over the past few years.
So you just came and started volunteering, and all of a sudden, and you learned along with it. That's the cool thing about a community garden, isn't it?
In a big way.
Do you find it is helpful with stress relief?
Oh, this is therapy. This is my church right here.
Oh, I love it.
And that's why it's called Mary and Bill's Garden of Prayer. So, yeah.
Also, we've had the famous barefoot gardener up here, Jeff Poppin, came up, and when he was here, they were down there and they were with their hands analyzing how good the soil was, because we really, all of us work hard at getting all the right ingredients for that. So.
Building the soil is the most important part. According to my husband, you know, if you have good soil, then you're going to be able to save the earth. We're all reliant on about 6 inches of topsoil on this whole planet just to survive. So
Getting some basil. Oh, I'm smelling it just from you picking that.
Oh, I know. Oh.
take a whole stem. Don't take little leaves. Just break off a whole stem.
And this little bush down here is thyme.
These are Romas.
That's correct.
I've never seen Romas this big in my life.
I haven't either, and we got to get you one that'll rip.
Did he talk about using chicken manure as from an organic chicken farm?
No, you didn't.
Buy it about a ton, a couple of tons. That's what's in that deal over there.
No, right here.
Oh, in there.
Yeah.
The chicken manure is under there, but chicken manure high in nitrogen, so you got to be careful you don't burn everything up.
Correct.
But man, it's the stuff.
Yeah,
it really is the stuff.
We've gone everything from horse manure to cow. The horse has a lot of grass in it, and then, as you probably know, but anyway, there you go.
It was good. It's got lemony.
Yeah.
I love Cherokee purples, but all these other ones are just so interesting.
There's so many different kinds. The Cherokee purples literally are purple.
Yes.
They're an heirloom breed, I guess, a species, whatever.
Yes, an heirloom breed.
But these, oh my gosh, take a look. These, if you see these little yellow tomatoes, you grab you some and plant you some, because they are so sweet. Those are delish.
And we got to send you home with some carrots.
Look at there. Look at that. Now, do you use any kind of pesticide or fertilizer in this garden?
No. No.
This is just right from the earth right here.
Yeah, we don't use anything. Every once in a while we'll use a little soap or something if we've got aphids or things of that nature, but no.
Yeah.
Diatomaceous earth. That's all. We don't.
That's why we could take that leaf and just eat it right out of the
Sure.
right out of the garden.
Absolutely.
This is amazing. Now, what's this? What are these grasses that are growing here?
That's a sweet grass, and again, I think it has something to do with the Indians, and it's like somebody pouring your tea in the Chinese restaurant. It's bad luck for you to pour your tea, so you have to be given sweet grass.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's like a talisman or something.
Look how big these are. Banana peppers just growing like crazy. That's everything. And I noticed that you've got flowers all in amongst here. That's the cool thing about a community garden, is that you add the flowers to it. Now, is there a specific reason for adding the flowers other than they're pretty?
Well, the bees for sure, and pollination of everything, because it's not only bees that pollinate. There's dozens and dozens of pollinators. There's a huge batch of flowers over here that, you know, they're next to the peppers and the beans and stuff, and so everything's getting a shot at some pollination. And
yeah,
butterflies are cool.
And butterflies really are cool.
Oh, good.
As the giant dinosaurs of Dino Trek leave the Nashville Zoo, make way for the Komodo Dragon. Yes, the dragons are coming. The dragons are coming. And right now, you can register to win a household membership to the Nashville Zoo, the easiest way to see these real-life giant lizards in real life. July 24th through August 13th, go to any Main Street Media of Tennessee website for any of our local papers, and your family might be on their way to a zoo membership. The dragons are here, and you can be too. Brought to you by the Nashville Zoo and Main Street Media Television.
The garden of prayer. Sometimes, sometimes you need prayer to make them grow, but a lot of times you need to pray for the wisdom to know how to do it,
MidSouth Exteriors. Hi, I'm Brenda Fielder. When it comes to sunrooms and screen porches, we have more than 60 years experience helping Middle Tennesseans add value to their homes. At MidSouth Exteriors, we install all types of siding, from hardy board to all the new vinyl designs. We also do custom trim, gutters and downspouts. We even do roofing. And of course, energy-efficient replacement windows. Our website is our showroom, so we come to you and sell direct to you for less. MidSouthExteriors.com.
Hey Tennesseans, Maria and I are here at the grocery store every Friday afternoon as we head to the farm. We stop off at Kroger and we pick up everything we need for a weekend with the grandkids. And we were brainstorming, thinking of the best way to tell the people of Tennessee that starting tomorrow on August 1st and for the next 3 months, all of August, all of September, all of October, you can go to the grocery store, buy everything you need and pay no sales tax. We're having a grocery sales tax holiday for 3 months. We try to cut taxes every chance we get in Tennessee because we want Tennesseans to keep as much of their hard-earned income as they can. And we thought no better time to do it. It's back to school. School lunches, it's tailgate time, it's Friday night lights. It's a great time to stock up on everything you need and not pay any grocery tax for it. So we will see you starting tomorrow at the grocery store.
Tired of hanging lights every year? We get it. That's why Southern Nights is here to help. We install programmable lighting on your home or business so you can enjoy beautiful, customizable lighting all year round. No more ladders, tangled lights, or cold nights outside. We do the work, you do the celebrating. Call Southern Nights today and take the hassle out of holiday lighting forever. For a free quote, give us a call at 931-241-3074 or visit our Facebook page at Southern Nights.
Well, y'all, when it comes to growing things, learning about food, or just getting good, nourishing food for you and your family, the place is Green Door Gourmet. It's on the west side of town, and you are open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
9 to 4.
It is a weekend excursion. Y'all, if you are looking for a blessing, well, first of all, you go to the store at Green Door Gourmet, and the clerk there,
her name is Blessing.
See, you can always find one at Green Door Gourmet, but remember, you got to first be one.